Okay, first off with this one, I am actually really flattered that you think I'm a good Roxas. So this is kind of like an OOC kind of a video because it was asked about the whole cosplay thing. And the username was on Tumblr named naturenarnia. And I guess the best way to portray Roxas, since you think I do a good job, is, I don't know, the way that I do things is I've played all the games, so I just kind of go a little bit off of that, as well as kind of add my own essence to it, I guess. Pretty much the best way to do any kind of cosplay is, for one, you really do have to be yourself. You can't try way too hard because then it's awkward. But you can't just stand there and do nothing either. As horrible as it sounds, I like to call those people cosplay furniture because a lot of people, they'll look really good and I give them major props for looking amazing, but if you don't say anything or you don't really know anything about the character that you're cosplaying, it's almost pointless because if somebody goes and talks to you and you don't know how to respond, it's just going to be really weird, and it won't exactly make anybody upset or anything, but it is sometimes a little bit of a letdown, especially if somebody wants to like engage in a fun conversation with you. um, Other things I would say is, you know, I guess look your best. If you're not pleased with your costume or your wig or something like that, then most likely you're not gonna be feeling it. Like if you're at a con, it's just gonna be strange and you'll probably just kind of feel bad. I know that's what happens to me. Like if I hate something that is on my outfit, I will redo it until it is good by my standards. Like right now, my hair is kind of terrible. It's been redone like a billion times because I've taken it to several cons and I've had it for a few years now. So I probably do need a new one at some point. Um, the other question that you asked was if we actually go to any cons. We live in the Pacific Northwest, so the ones that we usually go to are, there's one in Seattle we go to, it's the SakuraCon, and it's on Easter weekend in April. The other one we go to is Anime Oasis, and that one's at the end of May, and it's in Boise, Idaho. Those are the only two that we ever go to because it's the only times we can ever really afford to go to conventions, as we don't really make a whole ton of money, and it's the time of the year where there's not really a lot of things going on. So in April and May, like Easter's not really a big holiday, nor is there anything really in May that's really going on at our workplace. So it's a lot of, an easy time to take vacation off. There was one I'd love to go to. It's hosted by the same people that host Anime Oasis, which is Tomodachi Fest. But I can never go to that one because it is always held on the day after Thanksgiving, and that is a no-go where I work. They will not even let you go. You have to work Thanksgiving, you have to work the day after, and you always have to work on Christmas Eve. Barely anybody ever gets those days off. But anyways, aside from that, the only things that I can say to sum it up is know your character, um, be pleased with yourself and your cosplay, and just be confident. If there's anything else you would like to know, I guess you could ask anything specific that I would possibly be able to answer further, but right now, that is the best that I can do to answer your question. I hope that I've helped with that. And thank you very much again for like saying that we're awesome. That really makes us feel like fantastic. I always like hearing that I'm awesome. It's just really amazing that somebody would think that I was cool. Anyways, thank you again. And if you need any further help, go ahead. Don't be afraid to ask again. I will totally answer your question.